All right, everybody. We're going to go, as always, to our indicators in a moment, but I want to do something special first because we've got some people in this city who are just treasures. They're folks who have given their whole life to New York City and made a difference. And particularly this absolutely sacred issue of keeping this beautiful city together. The most diverse place on earth needs shepherds who make sure that all our communities stay in communication, that even in times of crisis, we find unity and that we support each other and create solidarity between communities. No one has done that more for years and years for this city more than Rabbi Michael Miller. This is a personally very, very important moment to me to be able to thank him on behalf of the people in New York City because I have known him going back decades. His extraordinary work at the Jewish Community Relations Council has been, of course, about bringing forward the concerns of the Jewish community and supporting the needs of the community, but it's gone so much farther. He has been one of the great agents of unity, one of the great voices of the beauty of this city, the power of the city, the diversity of this city. You see some photos there where Rabbi Miller has been one of the go-to people when we needed faith leaders to think together about how to address a challenge, any challenge. Everyone knows one of the first calls you make is to Rabbi Michael Miller. 36 years of outstanding leadership to this city, for this city, fighting anti-Semitism, but also fighting racism and every other form of bias, building relationships between people of all communities in a city that needs those special people who know how to do that. I've also had the honor of going with Rabbi Miller to Israel, and he's been the person who led delegations and taught me a lot. And for Charlene and I, we hold him dear as a friend and as a guide. Very recently, one more thing to say, we had the extraordinary challenge of COVID, and within that challenge, the threat to our seniors. And then within that, something that grabbed at my heart, the fact that we had Holocaust survivors in this city who had been through so much and yet survived, moved forward, showed strength and faith, and now COVID was the danger confronting them. We had to reach them. Rabbi Miller is one of the leaders of the effort to create a vaccination drive specifically focused on Holocaust survivors. We reached thousands of people in need. It made a big, big impact. So I want to take a moment to honor this extraordinary work and to wish him the very best in everything he does ahead. And I have a proclamation, which I'm going to hold up, and you're going to hold the other side, and then you're going to speak. But I have one more thing to say. This is my, proclamations, as always, I say, wonderful verbiage that summarizes why someone is great and worthy. But I like the last part. Now, therefore, I, Bill de Blasio, Mayor of the City of New York, do hereby proclaim Thursday, June 24th, 2021, in the City of New York as Michael Miller Day. Congratulations, my friend. Well deserved.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Great to be with Commissioner Shea as well. Mr. Mayor, as you indicated, we've known each other for a very long time, dating back, sitting here in this building, in the Blue Room, dating back to your service to Mayor Dinkins. Then, of course, as a city council member, traveled to Israel together, as public advocate, traveled to Israel together with, not only with Charlene, but also with Dante. Yes. And then, of course, as mayor. You have shown yourself to be a true friend. Our sages teach us, "Aseh lecha rav uknei lecha chaver." Make for yourself, appoint for yourself a teacher. I've learned so much from you. Also, acquire a friend. Knei lecha chaver. The word chaver, I think, is familiar to many. And you have been just an exceptional friend, an extraordinary friend. There are two major issues for the Jewish community, as you well know, two threshold issues: combating anti-Semitism and supporting the state of Israel. You not only have walked the walk, you've talked the talk, and the other way around too. You've talked the talk and walked the walk. We walked across the Brooklyn Bridge together on January 5th, 2020, against anti-Semitism. And as I've mentioned, and you mentioned as well, we've flown to Israel together on numerous occasions. I am just very humbled to be sitting here at City Hall together with you as my teacher, as my friend. And I hope that I learn many more things from you in the coming years and that this friendship lasts forever. Thank you very much. There's another principle in Jewish life of hakarat hatov, recognition of good. You have done not only good things, but great things, Mr. Mayor. And my partnership with you, my friendship with you, is one of the things that I'm going to be cherishing for the balance of many years as God gives me. So on behalf of myself, my organization, the Jewish Community Relations Council of New York, all of our leadership, thank you.
Thank you. Well, that's very, very kind of you. I think God's going to give you many years because you have more than earned them. But you've been the teacher, you've been the guide. So thank you, but I'm going to turn it back and say, nope, you've been the teacher, you've been the guide, and you've been an incredible unifying force in this city. So, my friend, you couldn't have done better. This is one thing. I'll give you the grade. You get an A+. You could not have done better. Thank you for everything. Thank you.